Well, Thomas Leszczynski, you are the Firewood splitter of America. Why didn't someone think of that ages ago? It seems like, a simple technology in the way that I can now make, kindling out of logs with just my hand drill.
Yes, in front of your fireplace inside your house.
Wow!
And the big difference is that if you don't have it, and if you use an axe, you have to go outside in the middle of the snow blizzard, in cold and very often at night, and you have to swing a very sharp object very close to your fingers. So it is a much safer tool, and I absolutely adore it. I use it all the time.
Oh, it's genius.
And my experience is just amazing.
I mean, I got some guy to make me logs, and I got a stack of logs, I bring them in there, and I'm going down to 7-Eleven or whatever and buying, these fat sticks or whatever the heck those things are.
Yes. But they're very expensive.
Yeah, they're expensive, and they don't work half the time. Or actually, the fire sticks just burn. That's all I see.
Yeah. So you have it for free if you use rotary wedges.
So these things, if I make the kindling with your drill right on my fireplace here, I get such a more beautiful fire out of this thing, don't I?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. There's no comparison. Yeah.
Now, you have to come from Poland to tell us how to live here? Is that what's happening?
I look at marketing data, and I was surprised that close to 200 million Americans use firewood in some way or another. I was shocked to learn that.
200 million?
Yes.
That's like two-thirds of the country.
Two-thirds.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No kidding.
That's people who have access to fireplaces of wood-burning stoves. Yeah, so it's a very popular material. People.
Well, I mean, your video on Kickstarter is terrific. I mean, to me, it looks. I mean, I'm an old infomercial guy, and I could sell the hell out of that thing on television. I'll tell you, because look at all these things. It's made for TV, man. You got to be on TV with it, or call like the home shopping people. They love that kind of stuff,
Well, we had meetings with big national chains. So this is the product I see in big national chains,
but still,
that's
you see the
goal.
bit, is one thing, but to see it work. Man, that's what's so neat about the video. I mean, you see that sucker work and how easy it is. You can take this big log and split it in a half a second. What was the revolutions? I mean, an axe, you get 3 strikes in a second, and this thing gets 30,000 or something like that.
Well, it's an impact driver, so a lot of people don't understand the difference between that and a drill. Those are actually completely different tools, but they look identical. And a lot of people have them in their houses, and they work in a different manner than the driver. But yes, you have 3,000 hits per second, and it just goes through the wood like it goes through the butter.
It's just like butter, huh? So, but you're an immigrant from Poland. You came over here and snuck out of the country back in the 80s, right? And now you're dreaming up all this good stuff for us. You also have these skates, these flexible road skates that are like skis that you could pretend you're a skier in, that you're developing.
If you close your eyes when you skate on them, you don't see the difference between that and skiing.
Wow.
It's just a phenomenal simulation of skiing. Wow. I adore it.
And you could ski up to Starbucks and get your hot chocolate instead of the ski lodge.
You could, yeah. And you can ski in parks, and you can ski on high mountain roads, and
that's right. Yeah. And you also invented this great little coffee cup holder. It's a mug holder for a Starbucks cup kind of coffee, huh?
Yes, that was a mug to go concept, but that was a perfect example of going through the VC. When we built large high-speed production lines before coming to the market.
I see.
And I had meetings with every single major coffee place in this country. And we are drinking 2 billion cups of coffee a day. So that's a lot of cups we use, and most of them are paper cups. So it's a product which replaces sleeve with, creates a mark out of the regular coffee cup.
Wonderful. So so you're a guy came here and you have a lot of invention ideas that you've tried, and you've raised venture capital and fat cap money and all this kind of thing. But now you're a crowdfunding lover, aren't you?
I prefer that method. There's no comparison.
Why? Give us
I
two
love
reasons.
it to death. You're close to. You get comments from people from your customers directly, without middlemen, without people trying to tell you how to do that.
Who are never going to use it anyway, right?
Yes, without people who have absolutely no clue what they're talking about. So I adore the process. This is, I think that's the fact that we have it in this country is going to make a huge difference to a lot of people.
Wow. So, and I trust your perspective more, because somebody who's lived here all their life, we can become so blasé about anything. And so you come here from another country, have ideas, went through the existing system, thought it was nuts, but did it anyway. And now you see crowdfunding, and it's a savior for people like you have ideas.
Crowdfunding wins on every front.
Wow.
It is an amazing concept, and you have free market research.
Right.
If your product sucks, people are not going to buy.
Right.
So you don't have to spend money trying to figure out whether people like it, and you don't have to build inventory. You don't have to build the product before you decide if people like it, and you don't have to spend months in never-ending meetings with people who really don't want to do their job. And you actually annoy them with your ideas. So you go to people who appreciate that.
Yeah. It's great to be loved, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, Thomas, it's wonderful. And I think your Firewood splitter is ideal for us, and particularly 200 million people who use Firewood. And the best place, it's on Kickstarter now, but forever we could find you in Santorum.com, Santoren, correct?
Yes.
.com. Yes. And Thomas, thank you,
Matthew, so
coming
much.
from Poland and helping us Slovaks out here in America.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Take care.